right, let's get this titty underway, huh?
Let's get it.
All right, boys. You know how we start these things. Put them up.
Yeah.
Little latte for the boy over here.
Putting them up. What are we drinking tonight?
Yeah. What do you got over there, friend? What do you got over there?
We're celebrating. We got some Weller Antique.
Weller Antique, huh?
Definitely a drink. I am drinking a nice Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA.
And you know your boy got a nice little bush latte. All right. Well, cheers, boys. Episode 4. Hopefully we got the audio going through a lot better. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, boys. Not bad.
Alrighty.
Truth or drink deck now set up.
Okay, word. So we'll start with the gaming news. First off here, we have Injustice God Among Us is getting a movie.
Yeah. I didn't actually know about that before, but do we know what studio or what company is picking it up? Injustice. Oh, it has to be Warner Brothers, right?
I think so. Yep. I think it's probably going to go through them. And hopefully, I mean, it would be cool if it followed some of the same universe as, like, Superman, the current Batman, like, if they had Zack Snyder working on it. But they've been so bad at that stuff, so I highly doubt it.
I would assume they would have the same actors and everything, like Gal Gadot and with Jason Momoa and all of them. Whoever Superman, Henry Cavill, all him. That would be a really good movie, honestly. Even though Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he got recruited for Black Adam or something for Shazam. Yeah, so that would be a really good movie.
DC, it's Rock. So that'd be cool to see.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty good. Honestly, I think Warner Brothers themselves has been downplaying the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League because overseas it like instantly sold out. Like tickets sold out in 20 minutes. It was like the #1 live streamed movie when it came out on HBO Go and everything, and then like Warner Brothers themselves are just like not advertising it for whatever reason. Maybe because they're little butthurt that Joss Whedon's version was a piece of shit.
So one of the things that comes to mind for me is I wonder how long this has kind of been in the works, like with Justice League doing good, and then the thing that pops in my head immediately as well is the fact that Mortal Kombat did so well, and like it's a similar property. So like I wonder if they're like, all right, well Mortal Kombat did well, so like we've been considering this, so now let's go after it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like a treasure trove of content. Honestly, I mean like every studio is looking at the success of Marvel and everything, even their continued success after their their huge peak and everything. So like they're just drooling with money right now. They just have to put in the effort.
Yeah. So if they could straighten the DC universe out, it could be sick.
So talking about the DC universe, I just seen that Evan just commented actually and said that there's a rumor going around that Disney might be trying to buy the DC universe. I haven't heard anything about that, but that'd be wild.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of money. They'd have to be like $100 billion plus because they know how like what's the word I'm looking for, but like how expansive the DC universe is and everything. Because they don't have one universe; they literally have a multiverse, which like they Marvel dabbled in a little bit towards the end, but the sky's the limit with DC characters and everything.
I may be getting ahead of myself here, but didn't like DC and Marvel cross at one point?
They always have crossovers with different things. But one of the things I would be against Disney buying DC is I feel like the DC universe, a lot of the origin stories are very dark. I feel like if Disney gets a hold of it, it's gonna be too happy. When DC's like dark and like too happy.
Dark and gritty
Right.
and like real stuff and everything. Because that's again going back to Zack Snyder's. Like he didn't hold back with the scenes and everything. Like you see people dying, there's blood and gore, decapitation, and all that stuff. And like Marvel just kind of beats around the bush with those types of things. Like you see people die, but like in like the most not even comic book way, but like most politically correct way, you know, like they get shot and then there's just like no blood or anything and they just fall down. So yeah. I would not, honestly, I would rather them keep themselves separate, just competition wise, because right now DC wants to put in the effort to make a better universe for themselves and just make all that content. So that just like kicks their ass in gear and everything to keep it going forward and whatnot. Marvel's just chilling right now, you know. They're just doing their own thing.
They're running away with it. I would rather see Disney.
Oh, they've been running away with it for sure.
We'll see how it plays out.
So I think I'm on board with what Fish was saying. Like I don't think I want Disney to get a hold of it for the competition aspect. You know what I mean? But what studio would you want to get a hold of it, or what company would you want to get a hold of it that would be able to produce it the right way to be able to compete with Marvel?
Honestly, I don't think there's another studio out there that could really be on the same level as Marvel at the moment. They just have to act like be like one unified front the whole time. Because like what Marvel did is like they literally had a 10-year plan. Like they literally made every movie going up until like a huge like story arc with like all the Avengers Endgame and whatnot. So like DC just needs to follow the same blueprint. Just introduce a bunch of characters. Like you already have the Justice League. That in themselves is like an incredible cast together. So like they just need to expand on all those characters, which they sort of did. Like they got Wonder Woman, they did Superman, they did Aquaman. They did the Flash show, but like I don't know, the Flash. I haven't really watched the show in itself, but like they have all these good characters. They just need to make a storyline that goes over like 5-10 years and up until like this huge battle with I don't know if it will be like Darkseid or some other huge villain in their storyline. So it's definitely the company to do it. They just like I said, they just need to be all together on it. You know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they've got the potential. They just got to pull it out. But I don't know. I'd still like to see them start doing
something Friend doesn't do. Pull out.
I think if Disney took it over, it'd be cool.
Big not pull out guy.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I was talking about you, buddy.
All right. Well, moving on. Now we talk shit on DC for a little bit, just like we normally would. Apparently, the PlayStation 4 outsold the PS5 in May in the UK alone. So
I don't think there's any shocker there, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like, you can't even buy a PS5, so obviously PlayStation 4 is gonna outsell it.
Right. Well, at least in the US.
Like,
what are you saying, Brent?
It's just crazy to me that like it's been out for so long and you still like the old consoles out selling it just because you can't even get a hold of it.
Right. Yeah.
People have just given up. They're just going back to the PS4.
Yeah. I remember we talked about this last podcast too and everything. Like it just doesn't make sense for companies now to release next gen exclusive games only because the supply for new consoles is just not there. So you're literally just limiting your profit margin only because there's just not enough consoles to play your new game and everything. And that's why I think Sony now, they're making all these PC ports of their old games. We saw it with Days Gone, we saw it with Horizon Zero, and a couple other games that they're doing. They're trying to like make up for all this profit loss because there's just not enough consoles to go around for everyone, and just everyone wants it. And there's going to be a shortage for like another year or two, anyways. So everyone's just SOL at the moment.
You know, the funny thing is, at the beginning of this console generation, they're talking about how they want to just move everything to PS5. They kind of want to forget the last generation. And now, I mean, obviously because of COVID is a big part of it, but now they're kind of backtracking on those words. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, just it's just unfortunate, you know, like with the supply chain and everything for the console, and then scalpers just literally ruining everything for just normal consumers. It's just like a shitty situation all around. So hopefully it'll turn around. Maybe we'll get like a supply buff in the near future, but it's not looking too pretty for people without the next gen. Which it just sucks. So. I did hear though that the PS5 sold more copies than the PlayStation 4 in the US in its like first month though. So like the PS4 sold a shit ton of copies when it first came out, but like the PS5 sold just even more copies than the PS4 did in the US alone.
So, go ahead, Frank.
No, after you.
Why, thank you, sir. Well, I was gonna say, we got another video game movie adaptation. Did you guys see the cast for the Borderlands movie, and what are your thoughts?
I did see it. Yeah, it's a pretty insane cast, honestly. There's a lot of big name actors and actresses there.
Yeah, I've actually never played Borderlands. Couldn't even tell you like what.
How dare you?
Yeah, what the hell?
Is.
So good.
I know, but I will still see.
Guys, don't worry. Guys, don't worry. Friend will not be on episode 5. You're gone.
Currently looking for a new co-host here, so send in your applications.
Yeah, right.
I also still have not played Red Dead Redemption or watched the original Star Wars, so been a busy couple weeks. All right.
Oh my gosh!
Get this guy out of here!
Who is this guy?
Give us Barabbas.
Dude, but anyways, with the Borderlands cast, I'm just gonna list off a couple of the like the main characters and whatnot. We got Kate Blanchett as Lilith, who's like if you don't know who Lilith is, she's like the Siren class of the story. And she's a pretty huge character in like the Borderlands universe and whatnot.
We all
Jack
know
Black.
who the characters are, Fish, but make sure you go through in good detail for those people who don't know who the characters are. Not me, but for other people, you know.
Yeah. So I don't even know how you explain the Borderlands universe. It's basically everyone's on an alien planet, and there's bounty hunters looking for like ancient alien technology that basically makes them the wealthiest people in the universe. And that's like the whole story is these bounty hunters searching for treasure. Good old classic story, like Indiana Jones type style. But then you got Jack Black, my personal favorite actor throughout the years. He's playing Claptrap. He was a classic character in the Borderlands universe. It's basically like a
smart ass robot.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's just a smart ass, witty little robot. Kind of a piece of shit. He's kind of like the butt end of the joke kind of character. But I don't think you could find a better character to play him other than Jack Black. So that's actually a really good choice. I'm hyped for that. Who else we got here? We got Jamie Lee Curtis, who's playing Tannis. And I know who Jamie Lee Curtis is. I don't really watch her shit because it's like more mature stuff, and I like watching kids stuff. So
you're not a fan of Freaky Friday.
Yeah. She's Freaky Friday and all that. Well, she's been in other stuff.
Thing I think of her is Terminator, right?
That's the same character,
right?
Same person.
Am I tripping? She's the old lady in Terminator, right?
I think she was in the new one. I think she was in the new one. I never saw it.
I don't think they're the same person, honestly.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Jay, you gotta look it up for us. Who's right here?
Am I tripping?
What else? I think you're tripping. I think I'm right. I think they're two separate people, honestly. Because the old lady in the new Terminator, like their faces looked way different. Like I would instantly recognize Jamie.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know, but she was like the original character from the original Terminators too. Whatever her name is, Sarah Connor or something. But She plays Tannis. I forget who Tannis was. Was he the? Is he like one of the other bounty hunters?
I am way the fuck off, by the way. Linda Hamilton?
Yeah, dude, I told you. Close. No way was it Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, you are tripping right
Big
now.
tripping.
No shot. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks completely different. You can just tell by her face, you know, like she's got that face you just instantly recognize.
Oh, you were confident enough when you said it though that I would have believed it. So it's kind of on fish.
You should have stopped while you're ahead. You literally played yourself right there.
Bro, side note here, I'm sweating my fucking dick off in here. This humidity
I can
right now.
feel it on my face right now.
I might pass out before the podcast is over.
Dude, it's Cleveland weather. One day it's snowing, then hailing, then raining like a monsoon, then it's 90 degrees out, and it rains again, all within 2 hours. It's a good stuff over here.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna skip down to the Netflix just so we have time to talk about E3 before we get into the sports. Netflix seemingly hired. Oh, I read that completely wrong. Basically, we're just more movies being like video game adaptations.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I'm losing my shit over here. It's the heat.
So
it's
Netflix,
the heat.
yeah. So following the immense success of the Witcher show, which is based off of video and based off of the novels and everything, Netflix has been like aggressively trying to acquire more video game license so they can make original content for their platform, which I think is a really good move if they do it right, because Netflix is just like one of those streaming services that is always hit or miss. You know, sometimes you make really good shit like The Witcher, other times you get like bad stuff like Army of the Dead. Some of the games that they've been trying to go for, Resident Evil series, which I think would be really huge if they could get that, because Resident Evil is just a classic in everyone's book. You also got the Assassin's Creed series, which is interesting too. Sonic Prime, I don't know why they call it Sonic Prime, but like Sonic the Hedgehog, they're trying to get a license for as well. And Cyberpunk as well, trying to make original content with Cyberpunk, which would be pretty difficult to do, I'd say. But if anyone could do it, Netflix can pull it off because it's literally the #1 streaming service in the US right now.
And they're stepping up their like originals game too. They've got a lot of stuff out recently that's actually like high budget, high quality, that's produced by Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, like, I think just like some of the stuff that they come out is just like, it's got like that Netflix spin to it. It's like you either like it or you hate it. And unfortunately for me, I just don't like the way that they produce some of their shows, because it just like feels like a Hallmark type style, you know? It just like feels old fashioned.
Like,
you gotta watch
like cheesy
Ozark.
To some degree. I will say this: Ozarks, I heard, is dope. Adam Sandler's movies have just been absolutely shitty.
Oh yeah.
On Netflix, but I love the Halloween one he did. It's kind of like almost old Adam Sandler, just like dumb like comedy, but I actually loved it. And then another thing Evan brought up here was he goes, I love Henry Cavill. Dude, he's a beast. I'm salty he's not Superman anymore, but at least we get to see him in The Witcher 2 coming up, or Witcher Season 2 coming up.
Right. Dude, and that's coming out later this year, hopefully. So dude, that's gonna be so good.
Well,
First season was incredible. Yeah, they finished production like, I don't know, like 2-3 months ago at least. And I don't know how long post-production takes, but I'm guessing it's a while, because you got to do all the CGI scenes and everything with all the monsters and stuff and whatnot. So we'll see how long that takes. I'm excited. It's gonna be good for sure.
Fish, definitely not me, but for anyone doing this that doesn't know what The Witcher's about, you wanna give a little bit of a background on that?
Oh, I'd be happy to. I'll be the lore guy here for video games. So how do I best explain The Witcher? It's basically like medieval times, and like a huge event happened. They call it like the conjunction of the spheres, which basically just introduced magic, witches, and monsters to the world and whatnot. So And basically the story follows like a main character called Geralt of Rivia. He's called a Witcher, who's basically just like a superhuman bounty hunter, monster slayer guy. And he basically just roams the whole continent, just looking for jobs, killing monsters and stuff. It's just like he's literally just getting paid to murder stuff. It's basically like the story of Geralt through the whole time. There's like a bigger overarching story later on in the series, but that's just like way too complicated to explain at this point. If I say anything, it's just everyone's gonna be in the dark about it. But it's really good. I read the books. I played the second and third Witcher. I couldn't play the first one because it was on PC back in the day. But they're really good stuff. It's top quality content right there.
Yeah, man, that one's
that's
definitely
another one I gotta add to my list. Is what you're saying.
bro, that one's right on Netflix too. Episodes are I think an hour. Get to like the first two. The first two kind of just like set the scene, and then
just like the characters and everything in the world and whatnot. But yeah, Henry Cavill definitely does a great job of portraying Geralt. And he loves playing video games too. He's a gamer at heart. So
yeah, built that like $5,000 PC.
He's got the fucking overkill PC. So props to him. Good stuff.
Alrighty, so what do you got, friend? What do you got for me, buddy?
That are games that are going to TV and the big screen. God of War sequel played again.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's just like everything else right now that's just getting delayed because of COVID. You know, you're seeing so many game delays and whatnot, and it just stems from that. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it at E3. Games just getting pushed back, and leading into E3 here. So we got the schedule for you guys for on E3. That'll be next weekend, so it'll actually work out great. Starting Sunday, we got Microsoft and Bethesda's press conference starting at 11:45 Eastern Standard Time. Later in the day, we have Square Enix. We got the PC gaming show. And then on Monday, we have the indie conference starting at 11 a.m. And then,
it's just like a bunch of indie studios portraying their games and everything, most of which we'll probably see on Game Pass anyways, so that'll be nice.
Right, and then on Tuesday we have the Nintendo show starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Bandai Namco.
Yeah, so it'll be a pretty good conference, I'd say.
Are you gonna walk us through your input on everything as they present it and I give everybody the updates, the download?
You want to go first with some of the things you're kind of looking forward to seeing at E3?
Yeah, we can talk about that first.
Yeah.
We can. If we're planning on doing something for it, we can just do like a viewing party or something. You know, for like the main event's gonna be on Sunday. That's Microsoft and Bethesda. And the PC gaming show. So like that's literally like the heavy hitters of the conference. Everything else is kind of just like second nature to me. I won't really care as much. But what I'm excited to see for at least Microsoft and Bethesda, I want them to show gameplay for Starfield, which is Bethesda's up and coming like space RPG game and whatnot. I think that'll be a really hype game for sure. And then we got what else do we have? We have Fable, which you and I both want to see stuff for as well. And then obviously Halo Infinite. That's another big one that we all want to see some gameplay. Hopefully they don't say delayed again. I'll be heartbroken. I'll be heartbroken, bro.
There's no way.
Yeah. So.
When is that supposed to come out?
November. At the end of this year, I believe.
Well, as far as Halo goes, Halo is supposed to launch with the Xbox Series X, but then it got delayed. Another thing that just got delayed with COVID. That's why I wasn't surprised when I heard God of War got delayed. So I'm expecting it to come out October, November, right in that wheelhouse of like kind of like the holiday games coming out. Evan brings up that he would like to see some Elder Scrolls Skyrim on the Tesla screen. Oh, I actually didn't hear about that. But I think Tesla might be at E3 actually.
Oh my god.
Evan said he's praying for a Gears of War game. I don't expect to see that anytime soon. What I could see the Coalition doing, maybe remastering Gears of War 2, which I did love. They did the Ultimate Edition with
Gears of War 1. Honestly, that's not a bad prediction. I think right now there's going to be a lot of remasters and remakes of old like favorites. Only because, like what we said before, there's just not enough consoles for next gen to go around. So why release a new game when you could just remake old ones and then just prep your audience for like the next gen version later next year or whatnot? It's a smart decision, I think.
Well, so the other thing too is that it kind of like is a filler, right? Because like we've already discussed multiple times here already, is these games keep getting delayed, so it's almost like a filler, until that next gen game does come out. But I don't expect to see a Gears 5 until 2023 maybe. Or sorry, Gears 6. Yeah, Gears 6, but I don't expect to see a Gears 6 until maybe 2023.
Right, yeah. And with like with God of War getting delayed and everything, like it's even rumored that the new Horizon game as well. Like there's already rumors that that's getting delayed too. Yeah, just like they're just like hyping their audience up and then just like crush their souls like a month later. Be like, oh yeah, remember this game that we showed you? And you're all super hyped for it. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait another year or two for that to come out. It sucks. But it's just, it's weird. It's weird. I feel like we're almost at the cusp of the golden age of gaming, which was going to be my question for today. Do you guys think we're like there for golden age of gaming or not yet?
The golden age of gaming was Nintendo 64. And I will stand true on that. The fucking Mario Kart, Super Smash, all them good ass things back in the day. Oh, we lost Front.
Oh god.
Well, that's fine. We don't need his ass.
Yeah, fuck him. We don't need him.
The guy doesn't even know what Borderlands is. Come on. We don't need him. We don't need him.
Who is this guy anyways?
But hopefully we'll get Front back here soon.
Right. But I was thinking like as soon as like we get enough consoles for everyone, that's when like developers can actually like focus on next gen gaming, because literally like every production of a game now they always have to focus on current gen systems, and that literally halves your production for new games and whatnot. So as soon like when companies are just like, yeah, we need full just focus on next gen only stuff, like that will be when like games are actually good and everything, because I feel like the hardware now can sustain most games for like the next decade or so before like we move on to new gaming engines and new IPs and whatnot. But for now, I think a year or two from now, when everyone's got consoles and they're fully focusing on next gen, like the games are just going to be insanely good, just high quality stuff, a lot of content, no bullshit ass filler. So we'll see. It will be interesting though, for sure.
All right, buddy. So we're gonna get into the sports a little bit. Friend's calling me. What is this guy doing, man? Yeah, he's a little Discord noob, guys.
Oh, he said his Wi-Fi was being a little.
So hey, this is what I'm gonna do real quick, Fish, because we don't need Discord to talk right here.
No.
Oh, here we go. Here we got him back.
Oh, maybe.
Bum ass Wi-Fi down in Columbus. There he is. Look at that guy.
Huh?
We got your audio at least. Your video's not there, but we got your audio at least.
I lost power. My laptop doesn't hold a charge, so my apologies, chat. Sorry about the boring couple minutes there. But I'm back.
Piece of shit. All right, you're back in time just for us to get into the sports, buddy.
I'm back with a bang.
Perfect. Not my subject.
Well, that's why it's when worlds collide, man. We got the gaming and we got the sports, my guy.
Yeah, I got my fill and I'm done talking. I'm going to be sipping my brews over here. I'm going to be enjoying the rest of the show while you guys do all the work. Cheers, boys.
Beer sweating. You don't want to let the beer sweat.
Are you able to see me, though?
Yeah.
Am I that bad, or can you just hear me?
It's like your video's like cutting in and out, but it's good now.
Brent, you're back. I got you up.
I'm so back. All right. Where do we leave off? Looks like you got a couple sippins and maybe a truth or drink.
Yeah, I hit the sippins. But let's do the truth or drink card before we transition into sports here.
Hell yeah, brother.
So what did I miss? Talking about the Balenciaga PS5 thing?
No, I just skipped over that. We're at the time where we gotta get into sports. But let's pull this card first.
What the hell were we just talking about? Oh, like, yeah, we were just talking about if it was like the golden age of gaming yet or soon to be.
How much we hate Brent.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I heard that much.
Borderlands.
I joined on my phone. All right, the first one is for Smalls. What do you think is your most unique sexual interest?
Well, like your kink? Yeah, Carl, what's your kink? Definitely a butt plug kind of guy.
I'm trying to think, dude. Like,
you could always drink.
No, I'm trying to think, man. Because I want to be transparent with my audience.
He's got so many toys, you can't pick his favorite.
I got a whole toy chest. But dude, I don't know. I think this is kind of unique. I guess I don't think it's actually that weird. I like my ear to be nibbled on.
No, that's weird.
You a fucking rabbit? What the fuck?
I don't mind it, bro. That earlobe.
Little ear nibble.
I'm a big earlobe guy, I guess. I don't know. That's pretty unique.
That's reasonable. I respect it.
It's not too kinky.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie because I feel like you're taking it easy for the internet. But we'll accept that answer. Fish, your question is:
oh God,
if we were in a porn together, what category would it be filed under?
Oh God. Best of 2021, baby.
Yeah, good answer.
For sure, best of 2021.
That's a solid answer. I think it might be a moderate cop-out, but good answer.
We fit so many categories, you know.
All righty. We said we're moving into sports now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, so before we go through the recap real quick, last episode, we kind of made our predictions. Front made his little bitch-ass predictions that he's taking the Lakers and Nets in the finals like everybody predicted to begin. Your Lakers are in a little bit of trouble, buddy.
Oh, Lakers were in the play-in. What do you mean? That was a ballsy move.
Yeah, but
I'm
LeBron.
A bold guy.
LeBron. That being said, though, dude.
I don't make the rules.
Hey, so they're down 3-2 to the Suns right now. I think they play again, tonight? Is it tonight?
I think it is tonight, yeah.
So I actually put $20 on the Lakers coming back and winning that series.
I would I would agree with that.
What's the payout for that?
So it's plus 220 right now, so the payout would be 44.
Not a bad bet. Not a bad bet.
Yeah, I think I would have done the same thing.
Are all the players on the Lakers side healthy, or have they just been playing bad?
So Anthony Davis is up in the air as to whether or not he's going to play tonight. But I mean, even if he doesn't, Bron's going to drop 60 and they're going to win.
Yeah, bro. It's real true.
So knock on wood here, but Bron is 14-0 in the first round of the playoffs.
Right, that's another reason why I bet on the Lakers. I don't think anything's gonna change now, bro.
That's an insane stat. What the heck?
That game starting here soon, actually?
What's that?
I have no idea. I don't know what time it starts at.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Honestly, probably at like 8, my guess, right?
It's it might already be going.
So real quick, I just wanted to finish going over like our little predictions here. Just because Front had the Lakers and Nets. Fish took Golden State and Miami. They're both knocked out.
I figured, bro. I had no idea what those teams are doing at that point.
And then
I'm so bad at guessing.
You were close, Fish. One of them got swept and one of them didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You were right
Bro,
there,
if you
dude.
ever need me to do your bets, just hit me up. I'll be down for it. If you want to lose a shit ton of money, I'm there for you. I got you, boy.
Hey,
I'll keep that in mind.
Chad, so we got to figure out what Fish's punishment is now.
Wait a second. There's a punishment for it?
Yeah, we discussed that.
No, we didn't.
Dude,
I remember
watch the
that.
last podcast, Fish.
No, don't. You have to send me the VOD. I don't.
You don't need the VOD. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta send it to me. You gotta send me the exact clip where it never happened.
And then, hey guys, with that being said, YouTube, Twitch, and then I'm gonna be porting it to Apple Music, Spotify, all that good shit here soon. So yeah. Anyways,
I can't hear you. I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's
my bad. I didn't have to push the talk on. And then the teams I took Portland, and then I took Milwaukee. Milwaukee advanced pretty handily. Portland's in the hole right now, even after Damian Lillard lit it up, dude. Did you see the game the other night?
Yeah, I mean, they're losing. If he's going to drop 55 points and they still lose, there's nothing you can do. It's like when Braun was playing with, like, Delly as his second best player.
Bro, don't you start dogging Delly. That's my guy. That is my guy.
Delly's nuts,
literally my
there's
guy.
Nobody else there.
All right, so now that we're done, like, bullshit, we kind of covered up the recap here. Pacers eliminated Warriors. Sorry, Fish. Bucks only team to sweep in the first round. Nets beat Celtics. Kyrie got a water ball thrown at him. Love it. Sixers, Hawks, and Jazz have also advanced. We discussed Lakers are playing tonight. So that kind of covers up the NBA. Onto some college basketball.
Some big news, dude. Coach K, been in the game for 41 years, decides to retire after this year. That's crazy.
41 years in the league? Jesus. How old is the guy?
He's
like 70? Late 60s?
Yeah, he's 75 or something, like 74 or something like that. So that's, I guess that's a good age to retire after you've been making millions of dollars a year.
Tens of millions. Literally just buckets of money.
But, this will be... So, like, their biggest rival, North Carolina, has had 4 or 5 different coaches over the time that he's been there. Like, this is going to change college basketball. Duke's always been a powerhouse. It'll be kind of crazy to see, like, how they replace him and how people fill his shoes.
Is there any word on who's taking the coaching job?
There was a name thrown out there, but it was a name I didn't recognize. I would be shocked if I don't get a call. But, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
I've been checking my email every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They're still in talks for a new coach, though.
That's a good call, Fish. I should make sure I didn't get anything today. I haven't checked email.
Let me hit the refresh button real quick.
Yeah.
But nothing's set in stone yet. They're still looking for a new head coach.
As far as I know, that's how I understood it. I honestly don't know for sure though.
Right.
Hey, friend, I'm gonna say this as well. If you're gonna pull these truth or drink cards, I have unlimited points. So I'm going to pull one for you right now. Go ahead and read yours off. What you got to answer here, buddy?
I was going to leave it at 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you were.
All right. Here you go. I will, just so you guys know, I'm not cheating. We're all pulling from one deck today. Top card right here.
Brent loaded the cards up before we started. Let's be real.
Yeah, we're only doing the extra dirty deck today.
All extra dirty, baby.
We're drinking. What's your opinion of open relationships? What's your experience with monogamy? I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would do that. I'm fully for monogamy. I don't know if that's I think that's pretty straightforward.
So you're a prude?
The other one what's that?
So you're a prude?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying is I'm a prude. I support monogamy.
Sharing is caring, friend.
Hey, I mean, nothing wrong with the classics though, too. Let's be real.
That's all, I'm a classic guy. I'm old school. That's how I do it.
I see that with the fucking scotch you got going there, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's your like
there.
Cuban cigar you're smoking too? You're missing out.
Did you just get off the links, bro?
Just
get off the links?
Open relationship.
How'd you
Bush
shoot?
Light screams, I'll take anything I can get.
Yeah. How did you shoot on the golf course today, friend? Look like you just got off, buddy.
Not great. Not great. Yeah.
Shocker.
But I closed some sales and I renovated my kitchen, so it's still a good day for a 55-year-old man.
All right.
Speaking of the golf course, are you able to pull up this TikTok here?
Nah, I'm not gonna be able to pull it up. Still kind of getting adjusted to
All right.
the remote stream for you. Oh, Falcon just pulled a card. I'm up next, so I'll take this one.
Ooh, all right. Once again, off the top of the deck. Have you ever served food or other edibles in an erotic context, and how did it go?
I don't think so. I mean, it's been talked about, but I don't think it's ever happened. But I remember, I will say this, dude. I will say this. This one time, man, this one time in I'm just gonna drink on this one.
You gotta drink. You've already started the story. If you don't go through, you gotta drink.
Hey, if you sub to Carl's channel, I think he would reveal his story to you guys.
I'm gonna give him some more drinks so we can get that story out of him. Honestly,
loosen him up a bit.
That's like a midnight plus kind of story, bro.
those are after hours.
Yeah, that's for sure after hours kind of story, man. I don't know if I want that one. I don't know if I want that one to haunt it on the internet, especially now that we got the audio fixed.
I feel like Carl's like saying a story how he's like sniffing mustard out of someone's butt crack.
Oh, mother! Tank hit me with that chug.
Good look, Tank.
Oh!
Always there for us, Tank. Let's go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That tastes like pure gasoline.
Oh. Yeah, my beer got real warm real quick.
Well, hey, friend, would you like to start talking about the NFL while I chug this beer?
Start talking about the what? NFL? Yeah, I think that's what he said. That's probably what he said. All right, so, to be honest, I had never heard of this, but I guess after June 2nd, NFL teams can then trade their certain players, and it clears up more salary cap than before June 2nd. So today happens to be June 3rd, which, if you have a calendar in front of you, is one day after June 2nd, which means that teams can now trade their big players. Yep. Teams can now trade their big players and get some big money. So Packers now can actually seriously start looking at trading Aaron Rodgers. Clear up $25 million. I think it was $23 million. Falcons can trade Julio Jones, who said he wanted to be traded, and clear up $15 million. And the Eagles' big one is Zach Ertz, would clear up $8 million. So 2 questions there. Do you make the trade to clear up the salary cap? 2, where do those guys end up?
Zach Ertz is a bum. He's done. Doesn't even matter. Julio Jones, I hope he goes to the NFC, so he's out of the way of the Cleveland Browns. But from what I've been hearing, the leader for that conversation is the Titans. So if he goes to the Titans, man, him and A.J. Brown are going to be deadly. Yep. But I'm for it because that means Ian is going to get less touches for Derrick Henry. So.
I also heard Patriots for Julio Jones, which I would absolutely hate, dude. I would hate that everything with
oh my gosh, yeah. Down with the Patriots, burn the stadium.
Damn, tell us how you really feel about them. Jeez.
Throw a spear
Do you
to
actually
Belichick.
hate them that much, or is it just because of Bill Belichick?
Julio Jones is overrated.
No, bro, he's not overrated.
Bill Belichick.
Julio Jones is not overrated at all. The guy just gets hurt, but he's getting up there. But if he plays, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for 150 yards, but I won't catch a touchdown. But I'll go for 150 yards every game.
But if he keeps getting hurt, maybe he's getting towards the end of his career. And if I was the Falcons with Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, and all the other weapons they have, I would
weapons like Mike
take
Davis. Come on, Mike Davis, you calling that a weapon? Dude's got thighs like a god, though. Have you seen the picture of his thighs?
No,
why are you looking at pictures of football players' thighs, Carl?
Hey, well, maybe you should start following like some sporting accounts, like Bleacher Report.
I don't know if sporting accounts are posting that kind of stuff. There, Carl.
Hey, Bleacher Report.
Carl said nibbling on ears was his thing. But it was definitely men's thighs.
I think you're going on the wrong websites there, Carl.
I'm telling you, Bleacher Report posted a post of Mike Davis's thigh. He's making a cut, and his thigh looks like it could crush 10 babies, at least. Over under 10 babies. I'm taking the over.
You'd like your head between those thighs, wouldn't you, huh?
Hey, now.
Carl, so I know you're pretty into the sports medicine thing. Is that the official measurement of thighs is how many babies it crushes?
I think the official increment is how many watermelons, because, it's a little controversial with the babies, yeah. So I think it's watermelon increments. They have to be in season, though.
Watermelons, babies' heads, about the same thing.
Yeah, give or take. Either way, I pay pretty close attention to sports news, and I didn't see anything about this dude's thighs. So
that's what I'm saying.
I gotta change my sources.
After I post this video on socials, I'm literally gonna put. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you here. I'm literally after the podcast, I'm tweeting out Mike Davis's thigh. All right.
I bet you are.
I bet you have that saved in your folder and everything, Carl. You're really adamant on telling this story to us, weren't you?
This guy's thigh, man. I'm telling you. It's 2 tree trunks. At least.
Somebody's got wood. I don't know if it's the tree trunks or you, Carl, but somebody's definitely got wood in here.
All right, I'm changing the topic here. All right. First off, I know we mentioned this already. Oh my god! What do you guys say? Just get it out of your garbage mouth. Just fucking say it.
No, all right. We're moving on. Where does Aaron Rodgers end up, man?
Oh man,
between Mike Davis's thighs.
Yep. That's what I would want.
We're done with the topic. We're back on it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Either there or the Colts, but I think you're right.
No,
from the sound of it, the entire league is ending up between his thighs. So.
No, you know where Aaron Rodgers is going though? Jeopardy, because the Packers are not going to trade him. He's going to retire and host Jeopardy. You heard it here.
Yeah.
No, I mean that'd be a good spot for him too. How old is he now? He's getting up there, isn't he?
Not like Brett Favre.
He's not like Brett Favre old yet, but he's getting some gray hairs on there.
I mean, he was the MVP last year though, so he can still sling it.
Yeah, I mean, gotta get that experience for sure.
Before we talk about this,
that's not a bad bet though.
Before we talk about this bullshit fight this weekend, Falcon did pull 2 more cards for us, so I believe that's Fish and you.
I think it was you two, but sure, we'll take them. Fish.
I definitely didn't go, so it's definitely my turn.
It might be Fish twice. Maybe that's what we should do. Fish, who here would have the best sexual chemistry with me based upon what evidence?
Say that question again. My fucking brain just short circuited for a second.
Between you and Carl, who has the best sexual chemistry with me? I guess you could include Chad too. And based upon what
definitely include
evidence?
Chad.
I mean, I'd have to go with Carl because I mean, you both are freaks, so it'd be like a fucking Amazon jungle in the beds for sure. What evidence?
Yeah, that was pretty scientific evidence, and I have to agree. Yeah.
I mean, that's the best I can explain it. You know, my brain like took a little poot right there.
All right, friend, you're up. Pull yours, boy.
Mine's right here. Have you ever walked in on your parents doing that thing that grown-ups do when they love each other very much? Simple answer, no. Again, I feel like mine was. I'm gonna actually pull it different.
Bro, you got your cards baited, man.
Yeah, right. I told you, he loaded the deck. He loaded the deck.
Piece of shit is what he is.
And he doesn't
I
know
got another easy one. Have you ever had
That's
a
like
one-night stand?
three strikes right there.
Like I said, Friend will not be on episode 5.
Send in your applications through twitch.tv/Captain Smalls.
Send them to me. I'll approve or reject it.
Yeah, send them to Fritz so he can find a good replacement.
Who do you think will have more sexual partners by the time we die? One of you or me? Damn. That's actually kind of tough. I guess. Fish, do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, not yet, but I will sooner or later, for sure.
Sooner or later. I'm gonna go with you then. I'm gonna go with Fish.
Yeah, Carl's already locked down, so.
Carl's locked down, but Carl did also say about 10 minutes ago that I was lame for not being open to an open relationship.
No, I called you a prude.
Things could go a lot of different ways here, but I'm still gonna go.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's not a bad bet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Carl's definitely not good because he's so focused on thighs.
This guy fucks. Yeah.
Fish used splash.
Carl's tooling up on men's thighs.
I mean,
like, magic carp that ass, bro.
You know how many fish?
Splash.
You know how many fish are in the ocean? I'm about to do that. And a lot of fish in the sea.
But you know what I'm talking about, like magic carp when magic carp uses splash.
Yeah, yeah, I do. Strangely enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna see me turn into a Gyarados soon enough.
Makes everybody wet. Oh, damn.
Oh, fine.
You got the one-liners, man. I think it would work for you. All right, so back to sports. Unfortunately, the biggest name in boxing right now is Paul. Logan Paul and Jake Paul are both making bank. They're making so much money off of a sport they don't know.
I was gonna say they're the biggest frauds right now.
Yes.
Like it's just so bad. Like the last fight with who's it, Logan Paul or Jake Paul? I don't even know the difference between them. And former UFC fighter, dude, that was the biggest sham of a fight I've ever seen. Like I went to my buddy's house and we were all watching it. Like, dude, he hits him like he gets one good hit in and he goes down. And it just like then the fight's over and the ref calls it, even though whatever I don't know the UFC guy's name is or whatever, but like that fight was just totally rigged in every sense of the way. It was just like it's just so bad to watch him. It's not fun.
Jake Paul is one of the biggest names in boxing right now, and he has yet to fight a current boxer. Like these dudes are like the Kardashians of boxing. Like I don't know how, but they just make sport. They make money. They just attract wealth.
I love that analogy.
Of being themselves.
Yeah, that's actually a really good analogy. I kind of got to give them
props on that front. Yeah, well, that's why they call me friend. In bigger news, Logan Paul is actually going to box Floyd Mayweather, who I did my research and it turns out he is a real boxer.
Yeah, he's a little known boxer. He's got a few wins under his belt. Not a bad fighter.
At least in certain areas. So they'll be fighting this Sunday.
Is it this Sunday? I didn't realize.
Who do you guys got?
All right.
I hope
Who
they
you guys got?
I hope they simultaneously knock each other out because I hate Mayweather too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
That's what I would-
Mayweather on this one, just because he's just such a seasoned veteran.
Well, hey, so here's the thing: is like there's not going to be a winner unless somebody's knocked out because there's no judges. They're not going to declare a winner unless somebody gets knocked out. I was reading the rules today. Yeah.
So there's not gonna be like a point system or anything.
No, so the way I believe it's gonna be 8 rounds of 3 minutes. Logan Paul can't be over 190 pounds. They're allowing knockouts, but there won't be judges or scoring.
That's definitely interesting. I mean, if they're playing off those rules, Mayweather easily is gonna knock him out. Like, if Mayweather loses, then 100%. Every boxing match from here on out is 100% rigged, without a doubt in my mind. There's absolutely no way Mayweather gets knocked out by Logan fucking Paul.
Well, so I'll say this:
I don't know, man.
Mayweather's a defensive boxer. I don't think Logan Paul is gonna be able to hit him, even though he's much bigger. But I think it's gonna be a shitty fight, and I'm not condoning it. And I completely agree with what Falcon just said here. Logan Paul needs his dick kicked into the dirt hard as fuck. I couldn't say it better myself.
I can get behind that.
So I kind of think Logan Paul might take him.
Well, he's got to knock him out. There's not going to be a winner. He's got to knock him out, and I don't think he's going to knock him out.
Here, huh?
He might knock him out. Mayweather's kind of old. Like, Mayweather's only doing this because Logan Paul's going to pay him a ton of money, but like, he's not that relevant in the game anymore. And
he's
Logan
only
Paul,
been out of
fighting
fighting for a few years, though.
Like,
it hasn't been that long.
Yeah. But if I didn't train for a few years,
bro, have you seen Mayweather's training vids though recently? The dude's still shredded. Like, he's still top of his game. His movement's still crisp as fuck. I saw him doing like what I don't know what you call them, just like training regiments or whatever, where they just like kind of like do repetitive motions and whatnot. Like, bro, his moves are on point, honestly. So Mayweather's still up there. Like, I mean, he's old, but he's not out. Logan Paul, anytime I say the name Logan Paul, my blood pressure goes up. Honestly, I hate that guy with all my guts.
Oh, he's the worst.
I actually met Logan Paul.
But it's crazy that he's been able to do this. Like,
you know,
the dude's a fucking Vine star.
Well, bro, you know he went to OU, right?
Yeah, he was boys with my cousin Nathan Friend. They made Vines together, and they were both all the Vines were corny.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I remember we were yelling in the background of Warmers, and he was yelling at us because he made it look like there's like a ton of people that came out to like his Vine on South Green, and there was like 20 people, and we're like, hey, like, fuck you, Logan, like you're a tool, and like he was like yelling at us, like, I'm trying to shoot a Vine here, and we're like, fuck you.
He is a tool, and I worked with a girl who knew him before Vine even existed because they went to high school together, and she said he was just like a douche the entire time. Like, that's just
he's just always been a douchebag his whole life. I don't know what prompted that, but he's just not the funnest person to be around.
I think he banged one of Ian's ex-girlfriends too, but who hasn't?
Yeah, I mean that kind of makes me like him more. I'm kind of rooting for him now.
All right, guys. Before we get to this week in history, Mom pulled one more truth or drink card, so that'll be for me before we get to this week in history.
Hell yeah!
Here we go. Have you ever been caught masturbating or having sex? What was the situation?
Oh, that's an easy yes.
All right, no, I'll tell this story. I've told this story actually like a handful of times. So I'll tell this story. Uh-oh. Stream might be cutting out on me. We'll take a second here. Hold on.
Oh, we can hear you.
I know my stream might be cutting out.
Echoing for a second, but you should be good now.
And we're back. All right. So actually, when we were still down at OU, I had to get the poison out, and I went to go lock my door, and I locked it, but I guess I didn't close the door all the way. So I was going at it, and Turk opened up my door, and here I am, just cranking away, and I was too far gone, man. I was too far gone. So Turk and I kind of just like looked each other in the face. He closed the door, and I proceeded my activities.
I proceeded with the extracurriculars.
I was too far gone, man.
I thought you were about to say you're gonna bust right there when you opened the door.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
that would have been like straight like TV moment right there.
Yeah. I was too far gone though, bro. There's no going back at that point.
Oh, some of the raunchiest stuff happened in that house back at OU. Let's be real. I remember church. I don't even know if I can say this.
We'll save it for another time.
Yeah, we'll save it for another time. I'll say this: it wasn't the most pleasant thing I've looked at or smelled in a long time, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there.
Chat, just
that was the trap house, though, bro. That was the trap house. Cody
I do want to go on record saying that I had never visited. I was there one time for only.
Because you're a punk ass bitch.
So, because I don't get involved with that stuff.
I don't get involved with.
All right, enough of this. Let's get to this week in history.
Yeah, what happened in this week in history? Huh? Anything interesting?
You're gonna rely on me to read. You don't know. You know I don't read real well. I got you.
I don't read so good.
All right. So this week in history, guys, Babe Ruth retired at 40 in 1935. Mike Tyson got divorced in 1989. The first Ryder Cup golf tournament happened, and the U.S. brings home the win, led by Walter Hagen. And then Robert Kraft was born. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that.
The cheese guy?
No, he's the owner of the Patriots.
Oh.
Jesus.
Now you're talking about like Kraft mac and cheese. Like, damn, you really hate on the mac and cheese that hard, huh?
Oh, bro, I bang with mac and cheese, bro. Come on, now.
The Robert
mac and cheese
guy. Yeah, that's a POS right there.
Hey, friend, thanks for the sub, buddy.
Oh.
And then
happy 6 month.
Yeah, dude, happy 6 month, my guy. Half a year. We're getting serious.
Yeah.
And then in gaming history, guys.
I'm not sure how I feel about you.
Yeah. Then in gaming history, we had the legendary Leroy Jenkins video was released in 2005.
Oh, the true OG of video
Jenkins.
games. I made a couple videos paying tribute to him. I made at least 2 videos with that audio clip in it. Definitely a classic in video game history, for sure.
And then
probably the most iconic moment in
I would agree.
history,
Yeah.
Up until this next fact happened.
Right. Oh, I thought you were going right with it, bro. You want me to cover it?
Oh yeah, yeah. But the suspense is cool. That we built.
The suspense.
Yeah, go ahead and take it.
So, guys, believe it or not, this week in history.
Left us hanging.
Yeah, believe it or not, this week in history, the 4th episode of When Worlds Collide happened in 2021. And that'll do it for the show, guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, hell yeah.
Episode 4.
Give ourselves a little round of applause right there. What an excellent transition.